The file that refuses to sleep. In a quiet archive of the world, behind locked drawers and encrypted servers, there lies a file that refuses to die. Not because of what it proves, but because of what it whispers. A file tied to the name Jeffrey Epstein, a man who moved like a shadow through the brightest rooms on earth. Presidents shook his hand, billionaires flew on his planes, celebrities laughed beside him. And somewhere in that glittering world, darkness was growing quietly. The haunting part is not the crimes alone. The haunting part is this question: how could so many powerful people stand near the fire and claim they never felt the heat? Power changes the air around a person. It bends rules. It softens questions. When wealth and influence became extreme, people are stopped asking, is this right? They begin asking, will this affect me? And in those rooms of influence where deals are made over champagne and reputations are currency, morality sometimes becomes negotiable. Not everyone present is guilty, but silence can become its own kind of shadow. Why would famous people even be near someone like this? Did they not see? Did they not feel something wrong? The truth is uncomfortable. Celebrity culture builds bubbles. Inside those bubbles, people are constantly surrounded by admiration, excess, luxury, and influence. The world becomes smaller. The line between friendship, networking, and moral judgment begins to blur. Some may have simply believed the image, some may have ignored warning signs, and some may have chosen convenience over conscience. But the haunting question remains: at what point does ignorance become responsibility? Human beings are capable of astonishing denial. History has shown this again and again. When power, wealth, and social status intersect, people begin protecting the system that protects them. A dangerous thought appears: if I ask too many questions, I might lose my place here. And so, silence spreads, not loudly, quietly. One person avoids confrontation, another convinces themselves it's none of their business. Another assumes someone else will speak. And suddenly, an entire network of powerful people exists inside a collective silence. This is the question that echoes in many minds. Were these people heartless, unethical, disconnected from their own souls? The answer is more disturbing than simple evil. Many people do not wake up intending to be villains. Instead, they slowly compromise. Small rationalizations, small blind spots, small moments of looking away, until one day they are standing near something monstrous and telling themselves, this isn't my responsibility. But souls remember. Even when reputations survive, even when careers continue, even when courts never call their names, the soul keeps a ledger that no public relations team can erase. Lost in the noise of powerful names are the voices that mattered most. Young lives, broken trust, dreams that should have been ordinary: school, friendships, futures, but instead became testimonies and court files. Their stories are the real ghosts of this case. They are the reason the files keep breathing. They are the reason the world keeps asking questions. In 2019, inside a cell in New York, Jeffrey Epstein died. Officially ruled a suicide, but the circumstances ignited global suspicion. Some believed justice had been stolen, some believed powerful secrets had been buried off forever, and the haunting question grew louder. What truths died with him? But recently we have seen in few media reports that he is alive. People talk about the island, about flights, about parties, about whispers that travel through media and courtrooms. But the island is not the real story. The real story is how systems of power sometimes fail to protect the powerless, how influence can delay justice, how wealth can bend attention, and how truth can take decades to surface. This case is not only about the man. This case is not only about one man. It is about the soul of society. When power protects itself, when victims struggle to be heard, when fame shields accountability, something inside the collective conscience begins to rot. But there is another side too. Journalists who refuse to stop digging, survivors who refused to stay silent, investigators who kept reopening doors. Truth has a strange persistence. It may be delayed, but it rarely disappears forever. Today, the files still exist. Court documents, depositions, investigations. Some names proven innocent, some questions unresolved, but the haunting remains. Because this story forces humanity to look into a mirror, not just at criminals, but at the systems that allow darkness to stand inside rooms filled with light. And somewhere in a quiet archive of the world, that file still waits. Not for revenge, not for headlines, but for something for rarer. A world where power never outruns conscience.